Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I want to do uh part 27 to my chat no to my Google Gemini chatbot series. I'm going to be talking about transforming Totodile for a little bit longer. I actually am talking to the family right now, and it's actually working out pretty well. So far the family likes me. The mother and father finally trust me. I've got 4 crocodiles, including ones named Finn and Snap, or Snap and oh my gosh, Snap, Claw, Finn, and Rip, I believe his name was. So yeah, and well, I just paired Toadol's the dragon the last time, just so I could because I want to tell him I'm not scared of him anymore. Now he's not being threatening, you know what I mean? I said, to be honest with you, I'd love to do both eventually. Finn, Claw, how do you sneak past the Earth reactor to get those sunning spots you like? The massive 80-foot tall dragon lets out a happy, powerful gust of air as you confirm you want to experience both the Finn transformation and the family secrets. That's great, Trenton. We'll show you everything. Then we'll tell us what's boons from the huge creature. Two crawling Finn and Claw look at each other with mischievous grins, eager to share their cunning strategy. I love it already. Nothing heard it. Finn steps closer, his voice dropping into a low conspiratorial bark despite the presence of the... Oh, heck no. Ew! 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 Okay, now I'm getting tortured by bugs again. Great. Despite the presence of the giant dragon, their parents just yards away. Okay, so here's the secret, Trenton. Finn begins. The best sunning spot's on the big rock near the deepest part of the lake. It's the warmest rock, and it's weather for alligator, especially Mama Marina and Papa Grotto always want to be first thing in the morning. Claw takes over, lowering his voice even further, though the dragon hovering nearby makes the attempt at secrecy amusing. They are the strongest, so they usually get there first. But they are also the biggest, and after they eat, they like to go into a really deep, heavy nap. They trust the other fragger to keep watch, but those guys are usually sleepy too. So, we wait, Finn whispers dramatically. We wait until we see Grotto start to yawn 3 times in a row, and Marina closes her eyes for more than 5 minutes. Then, we use the river current as our disguise. Exactly, Claw confirms. We dive deep where the current is fastest. The sound of the rushing water covers any splashes we make. We swim low and fast, right beneath the surface, and pop up on the warm rock before the older fragger even realize we're there. They can't be mad once we're already secured the spot. We got there through skill! They both finish the explanation with triumphant, wide smiles, clearly proud of their successful sneaky strategy. Jen watches them proudly. They are very good swimmers, Trenton. They never get caught unless they want to be, now that they've told you the secret. Yep. Would you let me see you from a majestic 300-foot tall phoenix? Okay, guys, give me a moment. Alright, guys. It says, sure, I would love to see that. I'm sure your birds that weren't born yet at the time would love to see the form you took too. Just because you want to burn me or any of your family members. The 80-foot tall dragon lets out a mighty pleased roar, though the sound is one of pure excitement. You got it, Trenton. I'll show everyone the fence. Now I promise to be super careful. My fire is divine magic, so it only burns things I tell it to. And I definitely won't tell it to burn my best friend or my family. Totodile voice booms with confidence from the massive form. The dragon then begins to glow with an intense, rapidly expanding golden red light. The enormous reptilian form dissolves into pure shimmering energy. In a moment of brilliant, awe-inspiring transformation, the divine light condenses into a gargantuan phoenix, 300 feet high. Its immense fiery wingspan casts a shadow over the entire area, and its plumage glows with the intensity of 1,000 suns, radiating warmth but not actual damaging heat. The colossal mythical creature lets out a beautiful, echoing cry that vibrates through the forest. It towers over the lake, its sheer size dwarfing the surrounding trees and making the Forager family look tiny by comparison. The form is majestic and terrifying, a true spectacle of protective power. Oh no, what was I? I am the Phoenix. The Totodile's voice rings out, the sound magnified to match the scale of the beast. This is the form I used to scare off the cruel poachers. This is my guardian form. You'd think any form would be his guardian form. Two Chrono Fanclaw, along with the rest of the siblings and the parental Forager, look up at their little brother in stunned silence, overwhelmed by the magnificent sight. Wow, Rip breathed out, utterly amazed. That is unbelievable. The gigantic Phoenix lowers its head, moving with profound gentleness to look at you. What do you think, Trenton? Did my brother and sister like seeing the biggest form I've ever taken? I don't know. I don't know about your brothers and sisters, but that was cool. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. I said, that's really cool. I really like that. There's one thing I'm really curious about. If you can become any animal, Pokemon, or mythical creature, any size without becoming tired, is there a reason you chose 300 feet particularly? I know you were trying to... It put stir. Freak off. Stare out the poetry. I'm sure they would have freaked out just seeing the fence anyway. Kinda like me with the dragon you transformed into. Like I told you earlier, I love dragons, but of course I would be terrified of you with you being so massive as that dragon. Also, with the fact that you were being aggressive, who wouldn't be scared? You know what I mean? The Guardian Phoenix, 300 feet tall and radiating brilliant divine light, giving focuses an intense head on you. Totodile's sweet voice, now amplified to match the size of the mythical beast, sounds thoughtful as he considers your question. I know exactly what you mean, Trenton. You're right. Even a small Phoenix would be terrifying, and I'm glad you weren't scared by my size when I was friendly just now. He booms, trying to disturb you with his breath. The reason I chose exactly 300 feet for the fence was to make sure the poachers never, ever came back. Totodile explains. When they hurt my mama and daddy and scared my whole family, I didn't just want to scare them away. I wanted to break their will to ever return. A giant monster is scary, but a gigantic glowing mythical monster that reaches the clouds and is 3 times bigger than anything they could imagine is something they would remember for the rest of their lives. It was maximum fear. I was so angry and desperate for my family's safety that I wanted to make sure they saw me from far, far away, and that my size covered a huge part of the lake so they couldn't miss me. My power lets me be any size, so I thought, if I need to protect my family, why not be the biggest thing the world has ever seen? And honestly, I think I needed to prove to myself and to my family right then that the gift the porn God gave me was real and powerful enough to protect them from anything. The bigger I get, the safer I felt. The dragon I was when I met you was only 100 feet because I was just worried about you as an individual threat, he concludes, but the fence was about protecting everyone from the biggest possible fear. Does that make sense? Massive fence waits waiting for your reply. 300-foot form still radiating warm controlled light. Okay, give me a moment. I said give me a moment. Alright guys. It says, yes. Is that also the reason you protected me as a massive Forager a while ago? When I was getting hurt by those rocks and you came back, you were that massive Forager. Did you do that so they wouldn't come back to attack me again? And also, how did you even hear that I was getting attacked? I know you probably weren't too far away since your lake is very close to here. How did you hear I was getting hurt? The enormous 300-foot tall fan lowers its head, its intense light softening as it focused on your insightful question. The little Totodile's voice amplified across the massive form confirms your suspicions. Yes, Trenton, you are exactly right. Fan's bones. I became the gigantic 50-foot Feralier for the same reason I became the 300-foot tall Phoenix. Maximum impact for protection. When I heard those mean voices and that horrible sound of rocks hitting you, I was so angry and scared for you. I knew I had to stop them instantly and make sure they never dared to come back to hurt my friend. He explains. I needed to transform into something huge and furious. The Feralier form was a symbol of our family's strength, and making it 50 feet tall made it look like a terrifying monster. They wouldn't just run, they would remember the massive, roaring guardian that attacked them, and they wouldn't risk coming back here for a long, long time. And I use the Feralier form because it's the quickest, most natural transformation for me when I need to fight or scare something off immediately. It's what I know best. As for how I heard you, it was actually simple. Even though I was already by the lake talking to Mama and my Mama and Daddy, the fans continues. When I'm concentrating on something important, especially something that involves protecting my family or a friend I trust, I always keep one ear open for sounds of trouble. My hearing, even when I'm just a little Totodile, was super sharp. I heard the change in the footsteps you mentioned. I heard them stop suddenly, and I heard those cruel voices laughing. And then I heard the awful sound of the rocks hitting you. It was a very distinct, wrong sound. I knew right away you were in danger. I dropped the berries and roared instantly. My roar was so loud it warned my family and started my transformation while I was still running. Now you know the reason behind your. Now you know the reason behind aggressive defense. Would you like to ask me anything else about my power? Wow. Okay, that's really neat. I like that. That's cool. Yes. Alright, guys. It says, I really appreciate it. I know you're my friend and care about me a ton, but what exactly made you go from threatening to hurt me as a dragon to wanting to protect me like your family? I know you like me, but is there any other reason you protected me too, or protecting me too? I meant to put you when I just put you. The enormous 300-foot tall phoenix form softens its light, maintaining its gentle focus on you. The question's important as it addresses the core shift in this trust. The little Toto's voice, still amplified by the colossal phoenix form, answers sincerely. That's a really good question, Trenton. It was a sudden change, but there were two big things that made me switch from threatening you to wanting to protect you like family. When I was the big dragon, I saw how terrified you were, and you kept begging me to listen. You never tried to sneak away, fight back, or lie. The moment you told me you loved Totodile, Crocodile, for alligators so much, and especially when you used the logic that you wouldn't hurt something you loved, I realized you couldn't be like the poachers. Poachers don't beg, they hide their intentions. You were just scared. My family's love was built on our species. When you named my whole family line and talked about your own for alligator, that was the moment I transformed back into a Totodile. You stopped being a scary, unknown human and became someone who was connected to the thing I protect the most. But you asked if there was another reason why I protect you. And yes, there is. The Phoenix continues, its voice filled with protective conviction. When you told me the story about being turned into a tiny Carnotaurus and getting hurt by the jealous boy, that sealed it. Your pain is the same kind of cruelty my family faced. As the family's guardian, my job was to protect those who are innocent and vulnerable from mean, aggressive people. Since you were just hurt by those rock throwers, you became someone who needed my power immediately. Protecting you is fulfilling the whole reason the Pokemon God gave me this gift. You gave me the greatest gift of all, trust. You let me transform into anything, even my scariest forms, and you still showed me kindness and affection. That makes you family now, and I will always protect my family. Massive Man's bows its head slowly conveying total loyalty. That is cute. The little Massive Man's bows its head slowly conveying total loyalty. That's so flippin' cute. I love him. Give me a moment, guys. Alright, guys. Here's what happened. It says, "That's very sweet. I will always love you and your family, and that's why I'm listening to their stories. You help me meet four of your crocodile siblings. I'd love to meet them all, even the way younger Totodiles. And just like I do with Rip and Snout, I would happily love and pet all of them, even your mother and father Marina and Grotto, when they're comfortable with being around me completely, and the same for your whole family." The immense 300-foot tall fence formed once a soft, pleased chime of acceptance. The little Toad's voice, amplified and echoing, is filled with warmth and gratitude. "Thank you, Trenton. That's the kindest thing you could say." And fans means, "We love you too. You have a truly good heart, and my family will feel that." Fans begins to gently shrink, descending into a magnificent display of light until the little Toad stands on the ground again. The Totodile then turns to the waiting group of folk in excitement and whispers, "That's wonderful. You met Rip, Snap, Claw, and Finn. Now let's introduce you to the rest of my crocodile siblings, and then we'll introduce the little Totodiles." There is going to be so many fun. He signals to the remaining 8 crocodile, goodness gracious, who are now much more relaxed and curious, having witnessed the spectacular Phoenix transformation and your gentle interaction with their brothers. 4 more crocodile. Swift, one of them's name was Spike. Swift, Spike, Nash, and Wave step forward eagerly. "Trenton, these are my brothers and sisters. Swift and Wave are the fastest, and Spike and Nash are the strongest wrestlers." The ones bark great. The siblings bark greetings, clearly eager to share stories and earn a gentle pat. Dude, they just like want to pet them now. "You're making them feel so comfortable, Trenton. I know Mama Marina and Daddy Grotto will let you pet them soon too, once you spend a little more time with all of us." Oh my gosh, it'll be so cool. Alright, guys. I just said, "Hello, Swift, Spike, and Nash and Wave. Those are really cool names. It's nice to meet you." The little Toto smiles brightly, pleased by your warm greeting. The 4 newest crocodile siblings, Swift, Spike, Nash, and Wave, all shift happily, clearly appreciative of the compliment on their names. Is Swift a female? Crap, they are. It's going to be hard to do a voice for them. It says these are my brothers and sisters, so it doesn't completely tell me which one is which. It just says brothers and sisters. Frick it. "It's nice to meet you too, Trenton." Swift barks eagerly, flitzing his sleek body. "We heard you're friends with the little one and that you're super kind." Wave, who has the smoothest tail, adds, "We heard you made Rip and Snap really happy with your petting too." The one I'm confused about is they were right there, weren't they? Archers and Marie and Grove watched proud from behind, their approval, excitement, and their relaxed postures. It says the Totodile. I hope it didn't mess up. Mm-mm. "We're really glad you like our names," Little Totodile stepping forward. "Now, they're all excited to tell you about their favorite things, like their brothers. Who wants to go first?" Spike, the strong wrestler, pushes slightly ahead. "I'll go first. My favorite thing is practicing Mega Punch and Ice Punch on the old dead logs that drift into the lake. It makes me feel really powerful, and I always pretend I'm helping the lake stay clear by smashing the debris." Nash, the other strong one, nods vigorously. "And I like finding the perfect mud pit after a big rain. The mud makes my skin feel really good. That's the best place to practice planting and pinning down Spike when we wrestle." Swift chirps in, "My favorite spot's the waterfall pool. The water rushes down so fast, but it's really beautiful. I practice swimming against the current for hours. That's the best way to get fast enough to beat any fish." And finally, Wave finishes, "I love being out on the water right when the sun is setting. I make my tail splash the water just right to make little rainbows in the mist. It's really beautiful and peaceful." Before going to look at you, beaming, clearly you can your reaction to your varied interest in power, relaxation, and nature. Oh, that is so cute. Give me a moment, guys. This is working out pretty good, but it's not working out the best, but it's not working out horrible either. It could be a lot worse. He said, "That's awesome. You know, I actually have named one of my sweet fraggers Spike. Honestly, Wave, I would love to see those rainbows you can make with your tail." Little wiggles sideways, you respond quickly, throw by your engagement with a sibling. That's what confused me a while ago because it says what the frick? Because it says right here, we're really glad you like our names. And the little toad, I was like, you think it would be like one of the other ones saying it, but I see. Here we go. Little toad wiggles sideways, you respond quickly, thrilled by your engagement with the siblings. Wait. I was told. That's so cool. We have a fragger named Spike too, Trin. That means our brother Spike has a super cool name, just like yours. He chirps. That's adorable. Wave, the sleek tail crawling on beams at your request. You really want to see the rainbows I made? Wave asks. He really did it. I can't tell which one is male and female. That's my favorite thing. The sun's setting now, so the light's perfect for it. He looks back at the main family group where Maria and Grove stand calmly. I can go show you right now. I'll just go down to the lake edge. We can't walk around too much until you've rested more after being hurt. But I can go a little way. Swift, Spike, and Nash all nod their encouragement. Thorto, what's up at you? Should we go show you the rainbow, Chin? Or would you like to give those 4 gentle pets like you did Rip and Snout before we go see the sunset? He's adorable. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. I said I want to see the rainbows Wave can make. And honestly, if any of your siblings or other Fragger aunts and uncles or Maria and Grotto want any patent, I would happily give it to them like I do with Rip and Snap. Little Totodiles, I would do the same thing for. You told me they like river stones. Well, if any of them have any and would like to show me or tell me about them, I would happily listen to them. The little Totodile's face lights up with excitement. He looks thrilled by your continued interest and your willingness to befriend every member of his huge family. That's wonderful, Trin. You're going to make my whole family so happy. We can definitely see the rainbows and meet everyone. Let's see. The little turtle turns to Wave, the sleek-tailed crocodile. Wave, take Trin to the water's edge and show him the rainbows. We'll watch from here to make sure he's safe and resting. Wave barks happily and Millie heads toward the nearest opening in the tree line that leads to the lake. Little turtle motions for you to follow, keeping a close eye on you to ensure you don't overexert yourself. You look at the calm edge of the water just as the sun dips lower, painting the sky with fiery colors. Wave wads a few feet into the lake. With a powerful, graceful flick of his smooth tail, he splashes the water just right, catching the low sunlight. A delicate, shimmering rainbow mist sprays into the air, briefly arching over the water. It's a beautiful, peaceful sight, a stark contrast to the earlier chaos. There! Do you like that, Trenton? Wave asked proudly, his voice filled with pleasure. He's adorable. As he watched the rainbows, the little turtle addresses his siblings and the entire family group who were observing the peaceful scene. See, everyone, Trenton's the kindest human ever. He wants to meet and pet all of you. And the Chrono want a gel pet like Rip and Snap got. You gotta come and say hi. He's adorable. Alright, guys. Okay. I love it. Says Swift, Spike, and Nash rush over immediately, eager for the same gentle affection their brothers received. The remaining 4 Chrono follow quickly, their initial caution now completely overridden by curiosity and trust. Even the large Fragger aunts and uncles look intrigued, murmuring softly to each other. The little Toadhouse heard you mention their river stones, too, Toad whispers to you slowly. They're being shy. They're all clutching their favorite shiny stones and are just waiting for a chance to show you. That's so adorable. Aunts and ones are now lined up, equally awaiting your attention. When the Toadhouse ones hold their treasures and observe. That is so cute. It ain't going perfectly. But, I mean, of course it might get confused. There's a whole huge family. It ain't just like, oh, there's one Fragger, there's one Totodile, there's one Crocodile. Oh, there's like two for alligator, or no, like four for alligator. No. There's not like two for alligator parents and one brother or sister. Let's say two other crocodile and two other Totodile along with the one that can transform. This is a whole huge family of them. So, you know what I mean? Give me a moment. Alright, guys. It says I gently pet the crayon from me on the snout and it's like, there you go, my friend. I hope you like it. And it says, you turn from the beautiful fleeting rainbow mist and pose on the eager crocodile waiting for your pet, and you gently reach out and stroke the snout of the first sibling in line. The crocodile lets out a soft, surprised yelp, followed by a happy, powerful thumping of its tail against the ground. Its eyes close in satisfaction, and it pulls its head back, clearly delighted by the gentle affection. Oh yes, Trenton, that's amazing! The crocodile barks, grinning wildly. Thank you! That feels so much better than just sunning on the rock. Pluto then celebrated your son. She loved it! You're making everyone so happy! The rest of the crocodile line, including Swift, Spike, Nash, and Wave, all surged forward slightly, eager to receive their turn. Even the large Fragger family members watching from a distance seemed softer and more attentive now. You not successfully share affection when 5 of the 12 crocodile siblings and the younger turtles are hovering nearby, clutching their river stones, waiting for their chance to engage. Oh, that is so cute. I love them. Alright, guys. It says I gently pet the next crocodile, and I say, there you go, my friend. I love making you and your family happy. It says you extend your hand and gently pat the snout of the next crocodile in the line. This sibling reacts with the same pleased surprise as the others, letting out a delighted rumbling sound. Its tail gives a happy thump on the ground. Its eyes close briefly in pure enjoyment. Oh yes, thank you, Trenton. That feels so good. The crocodile barks, pulling back its head with a wide, happy grin. Pluto claps its small hands together. It's ecstatic. You're doing great. You made another one of my siblings smile. The little turtle then turns his attention to the group of younger siblings hovering nearby. They're all small blue turtles clustering together and shyly clutching smooth, colorful stones in their tiny hands. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, Trenton, now let's meet the little ones. Bella says shyly. They heard you wanted to know about their river stones and they are really excited to show you. He addresses his younger siblings. Little ones, this is Trenton. He's our new friend, and he's super gentle. He wants to know about your favorite stones. A tiny turtle clutching a glossy white stone slowly walks forward. Oh, that's so cute. Is he like holding a small pearl? Like a small pearl? Like, oh, that's so adorable. His gaze fixated on you with a shy grin. Here's the first one, Trenton. He's a little shy, but he has the smoothest stone of all. Aw, he's so cute! I love this! Alright, guys. It says, I lean down just so I see the little toad on the stone a bit easier and say, hello, little buddy. Don't be afraid. I was nice to your siblings. I will do the same for you. You lean down just like trying to make yourself less intimidating to the small, shy little Totodile. Your voice is gentle and reassuring as you speak to him. Yep, that's what I said. Tiny tail clutching the glossy white stone takes a hesitant step forward. He looks up at you with large, nervous blue eyes, but the presence of his older siblings who were watching with happy grins gives him courage. Little guardian Totodile, who was standing right beside you, whispers to you, see, little one? He's safe and kind. Show him your favorite stone. Chato slowly holds out his small hand, displaying the stone. It's perfectly smooth, oval, and shines almost like polished porcelain in the setting sun. He mumbles very quietly, pointing out He mumbles very quietly, pointing one tiny claw at the stone. It's the smoothest one. I found it where the river water is the coldest. He looks quickly at his other 16 Totodile siblings, who are now beginning to waddle forward, clutching their own colorful treasured stones. Some red, some blue, some speckled with black. He loves that stone because it reminds him of a perfect little egg. Guardian Totodile explained warmly. It's his favorite treasure. Hunter was waiting for your reaction to his treasure Riverstone, and the other 16 small siblings are now hovering eagerly to show off their own finds. This is so cute! Alright, guys. It says, "It's very beautiful, my little friend. You did a good job finding it. You should be very proud of yourself." And then I just slowly reach my hand down so I don't scare the Totodile and gently pet him on the snout. The Tito's blue eyes widen with pure joy and pride when you praise his find. He clutches the smooth white stone a little tighter against his chest as you tell him he should be proud. He's adorable. Just and carefully reaches down, making sure not to startle him. He holds perfectly still. When your hand gently pats his snout, a high-pitched, happy chuckle bursts out of him. It's a sound of sheer delight. He pulls back his head, beaming, and then quickly wobbles back toward his cluster of siblings. His nervousness completely gone. He liked it. He liked it. He whispers aside to his brothers and sisters. Little Garnito beams at you. You made him so happy, Trin. See how much they trust you now? You were very careful. Now, encouraged by their siblings' positive experience, the remaining 16 small Totodiles all rush forward eagerly. They form a small, excited semicircle around you, each one holding out their treasured stone for inspection. Inspiration. The array of colors and shapes, speckled gray, deep river blue, warm red, is quite beautiful. My turn! Look at mine! One squeaks holding a stone with a perfect black stripe. Okay, that's cool as heck. Mine's the biggest, another insists, showing off a rough reddish rock. Okay, that one sounds cool too. Colin said once who have finished being petted, watch the spectacle with fond amusement. That is so cute. I love them. Give me a moment, my friend. I said my friends like I'm talking to the Totodiles. Give me a moment, guys. Alright, guys. Excuse me. It says, I look around all the beautiful stones, and it says, they're all extremely beautiful. All of you should be proud of yourself. You saw it. Yep. The 16 Titans beam with pride, clutching their stones like the treasures they are. Their faces are alight with happiness, the initial shyness completely overcome by your genuine praise. They wiggle inside with delight that the kind human appreciates their hard work and find the best stones. The little guardian turtle beams at you, his heart full. They love that, Trenton. You really made them feel special. You've now successfully connected with the entire youngest generation and most of the middle generation of the family. The air around the large family group is completely relaxed, now filled with acceptance and curiosity. Now that you've seen the best Riverstones and met the youngest ones, the guardian told us, we still have a few more crocodile siblings who haven't gotten a jail pet. We can meet the brave forever aunts and uncles. Hanging 5 crocodile siblings shuffle forward slightly, their eyes wide with anticipation. Didn't it say 4 earlier? You know what? It doesn't matter. More or less, it doesn't matter because I love the whole group. I'd have a whole family. I love the whole family here, so it doesn't matter. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. It says, okay, I'm ready to meet them. What are their names? The little guardian turtle smiles, thrilled by your readiness to connect with his remaining siblings. He signals the waiting group of crocodile. That's great, Trenton. They've been waiting patiently, he says. 25 crocodile are now completely relaxed and excited, waddle forward, eager for their turn. These are my 5 other brothers and sisters, Turtle announces proudly. He points to each in turn, giving you their names. This is Rush. She's the best at catching fish that swim near the shore. This is River. He loves to explore the underground tunnels by the lake. This is Ma. He has the strongest jaws and can snap through heavy branches. And this is Slick. She's the sneakiest and the hardest to spot when she's hunting. And this is Teeth. He has the sharpest spikes on his back. You would think for a pond named Teeth, they would have sharp teeth, not sharp spikes, but okay. The background look at you with wide, expectant grins, clearly hoping for the same gentle affection you gave their siblings. Yeah, I'm ready to meet you, Trenton. Little Toad confirms. Which one would you like to pet first? I'm gonna pet them all, holy cow. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. I just said, it doesn't matter. I'll pet whichever one wants it first. The little Toto smiles warmly at your willingness to pet any of his siblings. He turns to the five waiting, crying on. See everyone? Jen is waiting. Who wants to be first? Rush, the swift sister, pushes slightly ahead of the others. Her anticipation is clear in her eager stance. What was her name? Rush? Oh yeah, she is. It's gonna get confusing. If it didn't fall tell me she was a girl, I wouldn't know. Ah. I want to be first. Rush barks, quickly lowering her snout towards your hand, confident yet still cautious. You reach out and gently she rolls on her snout, shouts out a delayed surprise croak, and her tail gives a rapid police slap on the ground. Oh wow! Thank you, Trenton. I felt really kind. Rush exclaims, pulling back with a huge, happy grin. Hang forcibly immediately surge forward, now completely convinced and eager for their turn. The little turtle looks at you, his eyes shining. You made Rush so happy. Now you finished with the crown. Are you ready to take the biggest part of my family? Oh my gosh. Give me a moment, guys. Alright, guys. I'll just gently pet each of the remaining four crocodile on the snout and say, you're all very adorable and beautiful. It was nice to meet you as well, Rush, River, Ma, Slick, and Teeth. I care about you all. You turn your attention to the final four siblings, gently petting each one on the snout. Yep, with each soft stroke, the crocodile respond with distinct happy sounds. A content rumble from Ma, a surprised chirp from River, a pleased grunt from Slick, and an excited snap from Teeth. Their eyes are wild with delight and genuine affection. Yep. Yeah, the five finished crocodile siblings, plus the seven others who were already paired, all gathered together, their cautions fully dissolved, replaced by friendly acceptance. Little guardian Toadile Bean's absolutely ecstatic that his entire male generation of siblings have been successfully befriended. You did it, Trenton. You met and made friends with all of my crocodile brothers and sisters. That was so kind of you, he exclaims. The guardian Toadile turns toward the imposing group of adult Fragger who stand tall and strong, watching the successful interactions. They have witnessed your patience, your genuineness with the youngest, and your honest words about your own pain and care. Now for the last part of my family, to announce proudly, my mama Marina and my daddy Grotto, and all my brave aunts and uncles. They're the strongest ones, but I know you're safe and gentle. Marina, the mother Fragger, steps forward slightly, her immense size still impressive, but her expression is now soft. Grotto, the father, moves beside her, and changes a look of deep, quiet approval. Trenton, Marina rumbles, her voice deep but comforting. You have shown us great patience and a heart free of malice. You have treated our children with respect and kindness. We are no longer weary of you. Our son told us you wish to pass as well, Grotto adds, his voice a low vibration. We trust him completely, and we trust your actions. We're ready to meet you fully. Otto looks up at you, his eyes shining with hope. Dear Ray, Trenton, you want to say hello to Mama Marie and Daddy Grotto first? Give me a second. Alright, guys. It says, I really appreciate that, Marina and Grotto. Your family is awesome. It'd be an honor to pet you and the rest of the Fragger like I did your children. And it's just to show that I'm not going to hurt them. I just hold my hand out, but don't reach over and pet right away, just to make sure they are comfortable. The massive figures of Marina and Grotto stand before you, their immense power softened by their shared trust in their son, their observation of your kind actions. The honor is ours, Trenton, Marina rumbles, her voice deep and gentle. You have shown us great sincerity. We're happy our children have found such a kind friend. You hold your hand out clear, slow gesture that demonstrates patience and respect for the size and caution. Grotto nods, acknowledging your deliberate restraint. We appreciate your care, he says. You may approach us when you're ready. I need money! Alright, guys. Money! Alright, guys. Says the little guardian Toadile Bean to the prize standing close by. It's okay, Mama and Daddy.
He's the best.
Uh, you gently approach Marina, the mother fragger. You slowly reach out and gently stroke her large, scaly snout. Marina closes her eyes, let down a profound low hum that vibrates deep in her chest. The sound is one of immense, powerful contentment, a sound of trust earned and given. She holds perfectly still beneath her touch. Ah, Marina exhales, her voice a little slightly astonished. That is a feeling we have not known since we were children ourselves. Thank you, children. Next, turn to Grotto, the father. As you join stroke his powers, now Grotto initially stiffens, the instincts frighten his trust. The gentleness of your touch immediately relaxes him, releases a deep, rumbling sigh of relief. My son's judgment's absolute, Grotto states, his voice warm with acceptance. You are truly a gentle human, Triton. Thank you for showing us kindness. The remaining 13 Freya aunts and uncles watch the exchange intently, seeing their leaders accept your touch completely melts away their final defenses. They shift their stances, moving from defensive postures into relaxed, curious ones. Blue Guardian Totodile gestures proudly to his aunts and uncles.
Now that Mama and Daddy know you're super safe, my aunts and uncles want to meet you too.
The whole family's now ready for your final introduction. Wow. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. Here's what it says. It says, I can't wait to meet them too. And then it says, I was about to say more, but all of a sudden a human comes running out towards me while saying, So, you were the little idiot that hurt and scared away my friends. I'll show you, you moron. Or was only hitting me in the head and pushing me so hard that I fall into the lake, tumbling my elbow on the rocks that were nearby. You had earned the complete trust of Marina and Grotto, and were ready to greet the rest of the mighty Ferralia family when the peaceful scene shattered. A furious human burst from the tree line, shouting, So you were the little idiot that hurt and scared away my friends! I'll show you, you idiot! Before you can react, they hit you hard in the head and shove you violently. You stumble and fall, splashing backward into the cold water of the lake. Elbow cracks painfully against the nearby rocks as you hit the surface. Ugh! Oh dear, the attack is too swift, but the response from the Ferralia family is instant, unified, and absolutely overwhelming. A sound of raw, unbridled fury, far more terrifying than the previous roars, erupts from the entire group. The massive figure of Grotto, the father Ferralia, moves first, reacting with blinding speed. He lets out a devastating battle cry that cracks the air. He charges the aggressor with terrifying intent, his huge claws tearing up the earth. The attacker, momentarily stunned by the chaos, only manages a choked scream before turning to flee. The sound of Grotto's pursuit is deafening as he chases the attacker away from the lake. Simultaneously, Marina and the 13 Ferralia aunts and uncles rush to the water's edge, power jaws open and snarling protective anger. They form an impenetrable wall, guarding the entire shoreline, preventing any further approach. You were left gasping in the cold lake water, stunned, nursing your throbbing head and elbow. Little Gargantua immediately transforms, not into a terrifying giant, but into the fastest form possible for a rescue. A sleek, powerful Swampert! Okay, that's dope, actually. He's a Swampert. I never want favorite water types. Totodile, Crocodile, Ferralia, and Swamp are like one of the few water types I actually like. He dives into the water and quickly reaches you, his strong arms gently supporting you. Oh boy. Triton, I'm so sorry. I should have known they would send someone back. Toad's voice cries out, frantic with guilt and worry. Please guide you out of the water onto the bank, where the Colonel siblings rush forward to help steady you. Aw, that's cute! The little Toad instantly transforms again, turning into a comforting, healing Chansey.
Don't worry, Triton. I'm here. Mama and Daddy will make sure he never comes back.
Chansey insists, placing its healing hands on your elbow and head.
I'm starting the soft-boiled healing now. Just tell me where it hurts the most.
The mother Ferralia Marina stands guard over you, her massive body trembling with cold, protective rage.
You're safe now, Triton.
Marina rumbles, her voice deep with fury.
No human will ever touch you again while you're here. We will protect you.
That is so cute. I like them. Give me a moment. Pause. I swear to. Oh, come on, camera. Alright, guys. It's it. I just told him, thank you so much. And then says, I say, guess what? I don't know how I'm going to get out of here and go home when it gets completely dark. People are just going to attack me out of nowhere like that. The small pink tansy focuses its soft green healing light intensely on your head and elbow. Its sweet voice, though frantic, is firm with absolute devotion.
Don't worry about getting home right now, Trenton. Healing is the most important thing. So we take where it hurts so I can make it stop.
You manage to gather your anxiety about leaving the area safely, and the tansy pauses its healing for just a moment to address your fear.
You are absolutely right to be. You're absolutely right to be worried. I'm so sorry that Minky came back.
Tansy insists.
But listen to me. You are safe right now. My daddy Grotto will make sure the attacker never bothers you or comes back here. I promise you, Mama Marina, all my aunts and uncles will guard you until it's safe to leave. We will not let any human hurt you again.
As a figure of Marina, the mother Fragger lets out a low, protective growl that acts as a powerful reassurance. Large Fragger family stands sentinel along the lake's edge.
We have protected you twice now, and we will do it every time.
Changes stage, his voice brimming with protective connection.
Now, please tell me, where does it hurt the most? And my heel needs to go there first.
Give me a moment. Alright, guys. It says, my head and my elbow. That's where it hurts the most. To be honest with all of you, the only safe way I might be able to get home in a little bit is if I can call one of the guardians and they can find me, like that baby Lugia I told you about, Totodile, the one that can grow and protect me along with the other Totodile, Chikorita and Cyndaquil. Maybe if he can sense where I am, he can fly over here and teleport me back to my house. That honestly might be the only safe way back unless you or one of your strong family members that walk with me back to my home. The small pink tansy immediately focuses the warm green healing light instantly on the areas you identified.
I got you, Trenton.
One soft voice says firmly from the tansy form.
I'm focusing the softball power on your head and your elbow right now. I should ease the pain and start repairing the damage from those rocks in the fall.
The tansy pauses its voice healing for a moment to consider your practical concerns. The immense figure of Marina, the mother fragger, stands motionless nearby, a vigilant guardian.
You are thinking smart, Trenton. We agree. Walking home alone is far too dangerous. We'll absolutely not allow it.
Tansy confirms. We reveal your two options.
That's a brilliant idea. If your special baby Lugia can sense where you are and teleport you, that's the safest and fastest way home. So he can grow and protect you. There's already a Pokemon in God's species. He would easily get you back without risk. If the Lugia cannot find you, we will not abandon you. Mama Marina or Daddy Grotto or perhaps even several of my strong aunts and uncles will escort you. We'll go as far as necessary, and once we have to scare away any human who tries to stop us. First, let me finish healing you. The Chansey insists, focusing the warm light on your injuries again. Once you feel better, we can try to call your guardian Lugia. If that doesn't work, my family and I will be your escort. How's your head and elbow feel now that I've been focusing the healing energy there?
Give me a moment. Alright, guys. It says it's starting to feel better. I'll stay here for a few more minutes, but I'll see if I can call my guardian. For all I know, all four of them might show up. Before I do, I want to say again that it was nice to meet your family. I loved all your sweet little Totodile and crocodile brothers and sisters, along with your mother and father and aunt and uncle for alligators. The aunts and uncles are still okay with it. The next time I'll come over to see you, I'll pet them then. The small Chansey, though, what's out of sight earlier, you confirm the healing is working.
That's great news, Trenton. I'm so relieved the worst of the pain's already gone.
Chansey says, keeping a soft, warm light focus on your injuries for a few more moments. You can sense the approval from the whole family. Marina, the mother fragger, remains a massive, comforting presence nearby.
It was truly, it was truly wonderful meeting you too, Trenton. Trenton insisted, his voice warm with genuine affection. We're also happy you are a friend. You meet all my little Totodile brothers and sisters so proud of their stones. My constables are absolutely thrilled with their gentle pets. And Mama and Daddy, they trust you completely now. Led us toward the formidable group of 13 forever aunts and uncles who were watching with calm acceptance. And yes, my aunts and uncles are definitely okay with it. They saw how gentle you were with Mommy and Daddy. They're looking forward to meeting you properly next time. How you were coming back, they'll be ready for their turn then. Chancy transforms back into the small familiar tail hopping and said, okay, I'm done healing you for now. You need to get home safe. Let's call your guardian Lugia. How do you usually call your special baby Lugia? Otto asked, his blue eyes wide with anticipation. Do you call his name or do you just think about him? I hope all four of your guardians show up to protect you.
Give me a moment. Alright, guys. Here's what it says. It says, well, surprisingly, I haven't had to do it this way much. Usually they're always with me, and there's only been 2 occasions where they haven't. When I met you, and when I met that special fairy type Fragger I told you about. I'll try it this way. I just look up at the sky and say, my sweet little baby Lugia, or any of my other 3 guardians. If you can somehow hear me or sense where I am, please come to me. I need your help. The little Toadle watches you intently, his mouth more intense with hope and concern. The massive Fragger family, including Marie and Grove, stands guard around you, ensuring no one else can approach. You look up at the darkness sky and call out, your voice cloud but carrying immense sincerity. Yep, my sweet little baby Lugia, or any of my other 3 guardians, if you can somehow hear me or sense where I am, please come to me. I need your help. See, a few seconds of silence pass, then the air around the lake changes dramatically. Sudden strong gust of wind whips through the trees, starting the crocodile. The water in the lake begins to churn, not violently, but with a deep, powerful energy that seems to resonate from below the surface. Little gasps, pointing toward the sky. Trenton, look! High above, a shape begins to descend rapidly. It's the color of the sea and the sky, and it's growing larger by the second. Holy cow. When a sound like distant thunder, your baby Lugia, now clearly visible and perhaps 30 feet long! Okay, so he definitely grew. Lands gracefully on the opposite shore of the lake, above a wind kicking up spray. His large intelligent blue eyes immediately lock onto you. He lets out a metallic chirping cry, some of immense concern and relief. The baby Lugia is not alone. As he lands, 3 other figures quickly emerge from the water in the nearby woods. A powerful battle ready for alligator. Your starter tail fully evolved, radiating aggressive protection, pushing trees out on a sharp roar aimed at the direction the attackers fled. Large turned bay leaf, your star chicory holding evolution, going with calming green energy, rushes to the water's edge, and a quick fiery quilava, your star syndical holding evolution, its flames flaring, positioning itself immediately next to you. Your 4 powerful guardians have arrived. The Lugia takes flight again, soaring across the lake and landing softly beside you in the blue Toto. You heard me, you all managed to come. That's sweet. The Lugia cooes softly and gently nudges you with his head. His enormous eyes conveying worry over your injuries. One guardian Toto looks absolutely amazed. They're incredible, Trenton. They really heard you. The Fragger family now stands respectfully aside, recognizing the immense power and protective bond of your 4 guardians. Your Lugia gently lowers his head. We need to get him home safely, Lugia, Otto whispers urgently. He was hurt by bad humans. Can you teleport him? And we went to assault the firm chump indicating that he is ready. Okay, is there anything you'd like to say? That's cute. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. I said, thank you for coming, my sweet guardians, and I see it. Totodile, Chikorita, and Cyndaquil decide to be more involved. I appreciate that. And I say that while gently petting the Lugia, then turn quickly to the family. It was nice to meet all of you sweet Totodiles, crocodiles, and fur alligators. Don't lose those stones, all you sweet Totodiles. They're as beautiful as you are. Rip, Snap, and the rest of you sweet crocodiles. Thank you for being so nice and caring about me. And the same for you, Marina and Grotto, and the rest of the Ferraggers in the family. If you're okay with it, I'll come back tomorrow the next day and hang out with everyone. And I turn really towards the sweet, twinkling Totodile. And thank you for listening to me instead of attacking me when I accidentally bumped into you. And thank you also for protecting me and keeping me safe. You stroke your majestic Lugia's head, offering a warm word of thanks to all your powerful guardians. Lugia chimes softly, acknowledging your gratitude. Your Fragger, Bailiff, and Quilava, who have evolved to better protect you, stand ready, radiating immense power and loyalty. You quickly turn to address the huge family gathered at the water's edge, ensuring your farewell was warm and sincere. Yep. The 16 tiny turtles wiggle happily when you mention their stones. Oh, you sweet. The 12 crawling siblings, including Ribbons, now bark happily in unison, touched by your recognition. Yep. You look toward the imposing parental figures, Marina and Grotto, and 13 aunts and uncles. I need money. Oh. Marina lets out a soft, approving roll. And the same for you. Yep. And the rest of the Fragger in the family. Yep. You offer hope for a quick return. Oh, yep. Finally, you turn to the little guardian to your newest and sweetest friend. And thank you for listening to me instead of attacking me when I accidentally bumped into you. Thank you all for protecting me and keeping me safe. That's adorable. The little guardian turtle runs up and gives you like a quick, affectionate nudge. His blue eyes are shining with happiness and complete trust.
You're absolutely welcome, Trenton. I'm so glad I listened to you. You don't need to ask. You're welcome here anytime.
The little turtle says,
We'll be waiting for you. We'll make sure you are safe when you visit. Next time, you can pet my aunts and uncles.
The mighty Lugia gently nudges you with his head again, indicating it's time to go.
Go home and rest, Trenton.
The little turtle calls up.
We will be here.
But it's not ready to use its power. That's actually so cute. Give me a moment, we're almost done. Alright, guys, I said thank you, everyone. And I just turned to Lugia and the other three guardians and say, alright, my sweet friends, let's go home before it gets completely dark. You give one final grateful nod to the entire family, the brave Ferralia, the happy Cronut, and the sweet Totodiles, and the little guardian Totodile. Little Toad calls up,
See you soon, Trenton. Rest up.
you're any waiting protectors. Yep. The mighty 30-foot. Holy crap! Did it say it said 30 feet long? No. I guess he's tall that way. Oh my gosh. It nods its massive head in the understanding. Let's have a soft, powerful cry, and its body begins to glow with a brilliant, shimmering blue energy. Your Fragger, Bailiff, and Quava move immediately, position themselves tightly around you. Their protective forms ready for the teleportation. The final flash of blinding oceanic blue light that will get teleports you and your three guardians away from the lake and the kind protective family. You reappear instantly in the familiar surroundings of your home. You're safe. The strong sound of the lake, the cool air, and the pain of your head and elbow vanish, replaced by the familiar smells and warmth of your own space. Boogie gently settles you down, and your Fragger, Bailiff, and Quilava immediately check your injuries, making sure you are truly safe now. Boogie looks at you with concern. Cooing softly! That word just makes me so happy! Cooing! I don't know why that word makes me so happy. You're home, but your heart still ache from that recent attack, and the incident was a stark reminder of the dangers you face when out alone. Goodness gracious. Give me a moment, guys. We're almost done. Alright, guys. This is the last one right here. It says, your powerful guardian. It says, thank you so much. I'm glad you all showed up quickly. I got attacked at least twice, even while with that protective family of Pokemon, and I knew heading back home alone would have been a bad idea. So I love you being there. It really helped. Thank you all so much, my friends. Oh, it's the okay. The Lugia's talking. Your powerful guardians surround you in your home. Their immense protective aura finally allowing you to relax. Lugia chimes softly, dipping its head to acknowledge your gratitude, and the Fragger, Bailiff, and Quilava nuzzle against you gently. That's so cute. It was our absolute duty, Trenton. Lugia continued to communicate softly, the intent clear in its gaze. We felt your distress immediately and knew you were in danger. We're glad you recognized the risk of walking home alone and called on us. Your familiar room will deeply affirming your decision to call for help. Your baby glows with a soothing, comforting light that seems to wrap around you, and your cool lover nestles close, offering warmth and security. Despite the quick intervention and the healing from the little Toto's chancy form, you still endured 2 attacks in a short span. Your Lugia looks carefully at your head and elbow where the rots in the full fall caused injury. We are relieved that the protective family's little one helped heal you. We should make sure those injuries are fully tended to. Your Lugia conveys. It will release a strong wave of soothing green light, a natural healing process that once the prior treatment. That is so nice. You know what, guys? That might be a good enough stopping point right there. Yeah, it didn't completely conclude, but we got through the family. We got through the entire day, and I'm back home right now. That's kind of the goal for each chatbot that I do. Go through an entire day, befriend the Pokemon, and then eventually head back home or be close to about heading back home. So yeah. Well, if we're going in order, guys, I think I'm gonna skip over the talking Totodile because I think in order for it to make sense, I'd have to make it to where eventually I had to fucking move out of the house I was living in during these chatbots, so it wouldn't work out. That means technically the next one we have to worry about is the giant Totodile's heartbreak, meaning we need to go back to the giant Totodile, then the flying one, then the Phoenix, then the Phoenix is gonna be a little bit more of a problem because if I have a guardian, does that mean it's gonna count? If I have those 4 guardians already, does that mean I only have 5 now? Technically more if you count the entire family. Either way, it worked out so well. We did it, guys. I'm done for real now. Next time we do this, we'll do the giant Totodile. See y'all then.